Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram and TikTok at Hodaki Big Show. Or tune into them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki.
Dude.
Thanks, mate.
So I bought Keezy some burger rings there, Mogi.
Here we go.
Just off the top of... Just because I was down at the dairy there and I went, I'll get Keezy some burger rings.
What were you buying at the dairy?
Pardon?
What were you buying at the dairy? You said you were just down at the dairy. What were you buying there?
What was I buying at the dairy?
Correct.
Fisherman's Friends.
Oh, yeah. A likely tale.
Not, nothing to do with our tour tomorrow.
Nothing to do with...
Oh my god!
If that's what you're insinuating.
No, my insinuation was that you were saying you're at the dairy and you thought you'd get Keezy some burger rings. My thought was you're at the dairy because you were buying yourself some burger rings.
Bingo!
I bought burger rings for Keezy, and I bring them up and I handed them to her. A big bag, by the way. Can
Open
I make
or
the point?
still closed?
I'd had two.
Jace.
Oh, you'd opened them.
Jace.
I'd had two.
Oh, just
a smaller bag.
And I said...
Smaller than the one I
Well, they
bought.
were the biggest ones down there, Keezy.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were the biggest ones down there. And so there you go, Keezy, some burger rings. And he went, no, I want you to buy me twisties when I ask for them. That was his response.
Okay, well, number one, let me say, you can't say you bought them for him if you've opened the bag and eaten some out of it.
And-
Number two, you've got a goddamn cheek telling him when he can and cannot buy you
Mogi.
twisties.
No, but he owes me. He actually owes me 4 bags of twisties now because twice
Fuck's
I've gone
sake.
down and bought twisties. You can't just randomly spring chips that you feel like
You're
eating
talking to a
on
hole in
someone
your
else.
ass.
I'm
4
not.
packets of twisties, my ass.
Twice I've gone down and
Oh,
bought everyone
bullshit.
twisties on your request.
Oh, bullshit.
Go on, Keezy, go get us some twisties, would you? And then I'll be like, yeah, I
Twice
will.
or 4 times?
Twice. 2
Right.
times I've got 2 bags.
So how does he owe you 4 bags?
Because I've gone down and got 2 bags. Because obviously he needs to eat a whole one.
So 2 would be even.
And then the rest of
How's
it's for everyone
4?
else.
Where do you get 4 bags from, Keezy?
Because I've done it twice.
So I'm paying for your bags as well. Is
You're
that
not
what you're
paying
saying?
for shit. You're getting random small bags of burger rings because you feel like them.
And then he went, and then I remind you, I bought you 2
I
curries.
did not say, and need I remind
Who
you.
said that?
Keezy.
Him.
And I went,
When we went out for curry night, you paid half the bill for him.
No, this is completely separate.
I know it. How can it be separate?
But
You
wait.
owe me $10 for sushi, all right? So you shut up.
but wait. And I said to Keezy, yes, Keezy, and can I make the point? Because he lost a bet. He lost a bet.
That's
The
right.
darts. And he
That's
went,
right.
And then I said, and can I further make a point, Keezy, that actually you didn't buy me 2 curries, you bought me a curry and a coffee.
That's right.
Yeah, because
But
you asked for a coffee.
But you finalised the
whiny
bet. But you
SOB.
finalised the bet. That's right. I mean, if I was you two, I would just knock it on the head.
I just worry
whiz.
that arguments are becoming...
I'm a firm adherent of the goes around comes around.
So am I.
I don't run a tab on my friends.
Neither.
Makes sense here because it's just an associate.
Yeah.
But on my mates, I don't run a tab.
An acquaintance.
Exactly. So where's my goddamn twisties? But hey, good to see you, fellas.
Yeah, good
Help
to be
yourself to the burger rings
Got
there,
a lot
by
of
the way.
bloody bites over the weekend there.
Did you?
Gee whiz, I got that many.
Is it always like that at Waiheke, or is it... My
Well,
theory
it's
is
more
because of the
Aussie based.
rain.
It's more Aussie based over there, yeah. And you got to, so over there you got to make sure you had to make sure that at dusk you
Yes.
had your windows closed.
And are you like me? Do they love the shit out of you?
yeah, they love me.
Yeah, my wife doesn't get bitten at all.
Yeah, same
and
as my wife.
And I get massive welts all over my body because they love me.
We're
Yeah.
running the opposite setup at our place.
But you get none.
I get none, and Lucy
Well, that's
gets...
because a mosquito bites you, Keezy, and keels over pest.
Yeah, so that would attract them, wouldn't it? Because they want to get drunk. Just buy me some friggin' twisties, all right, Jace? Jesus.
Look, and I'm very veiny, so they just hoe into the
Oh,
veins
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. What I'm finding at the moment, Mogi, is fucking flies.
Yeah,
God,
but
driving
that's
me
what I'm
nuts.
saying. There's none on Waiheke. I was shocked.
Yeah. Well,
None.
what I've been doing each day before I leave to come to work, I get the old fly spray out and just go, ah! All
and then
over
let
the
your
house.
missus deal with it.
And all over the house, close all the doors, lock her up and get out.
I don't do that. I use the bugger salt,
Yeah,
which is what I
do
did
you
today. Got
carpet,
about
though?
20 today. And then I turn on the robot vacuum.
Yeah, see, I kind of
I'm
want
out
to do
the door.
that. I kind of want to do that
good
because
time.
we've got wooden floors.
What I
and
did today is I splattered a fly on the kitchen bench and I just left it.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, as a message to the others. Yeah,
With
nice.
like its guts hanging out in there.
Oh, no, it went flying, but some of its guts was left behind and a couple of legs.
Do you say anything cool when you shoot them?
Oh, no, they don't understand it.
Hasta la vista.
No.
Do you know where? Do you know? Speaking of though, what are those?
Bug assault.
Fly
No,
spray.
the mechanical
Moths.
vacuum
Bull,
cleaner.
mechanical bull.
Oh, robot.
vacuum.
Do you know that Keezy, when he's away with the robot vacuum, sets it to go off at 2 a.m. just to
Oh.
annoy his wife? He does.
Now cleaning house. Beginning now.
does it talk as well?
Yeah.
Does it talk?
It says stuff out loud. My one does.
Yeah.
And you can set little areas where you want it to stay away from or where you want it
Like
to
your
really
filth pit?
concentrate on.
Yeah.
So I always say don't clean the filth pit.
2 nights in a row I got a good sleep now.
That's
It's
great,
2 nights
mate.
in a row that my daughter's slept through the night. And that is a miracle.
What?
Isn't that?
Why? What's
It's only because, well, what seems to be have happened at the same time as we got a new bed.
You got her in your bed. Oh.
Yeah, because she had a bed that was sort of on the ground. It didn't have legs on it, you know what I mean? It was sort of a little kid's bed, little cute bed. But it was breaking the missus' back because she was having to get in there. And my daughter was always like, "You've got to tuck me in tight." And so Zara would then tuck her in, have to get down and sort of fucking bend over for it,
Yeah.
both sides, come back to bed, and then Frankie would immediately get up again.
Yeah,
And then complain about something, and then also you have to tuck me in again. So Zara was over it. And
Right.
it's like,
well, I'll
Is the
tell
bed
you
bigger
what,
as well?
the bed is higher and bigger, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So that
Just
seems to
on-
be helping, but
That's
gee.
great.
But
Just-
I'm telling you, man, that would be the first time in over a year that we have had her sleep through the night.
That's great stuff.
It's not great. It shows how shit it's been.
Well, it's great stuff that you've had 2 nights.
That's really good.
I, of course, didn't sleep last night.
Oh, because you're not sleeping.
Yeah, and I feel great.
Yeah. Oh, you
Man,
do.
I feel real good.
You're still on the app, I'd imagine. Did you get on the bulb before you came in?
Yeah, a couple of bowls.
Bulbs.
Bulbs, light bulbs. Fill up a light bulb.
I know.
Ding,
Well,
ding, ding. I've got
you
an
eat a
idea. Light
bowl of
bulbs.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel terrific. I feel like a
You look
million
good.
bucks. I feel like I could, like, literally sprint from here to home and back again,
You
and
could.
no worries at all.
You could.
Do you reckon you could sprint down to the shop and back? Come back with
Keezy, you are
2 bags of...
You are playing with fire here, my friend.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Have we got any questions? Have we got any questions? Any advice? Any jokes?
I mean, I can get one prepared if you guys just kill a bit of time here with some small talk.
Well, why don't I go down to the dairy while you're doing that, Keezy, and
Yeah.
get you some ripples.
I don't want ripples. I want twisties.
Jeffin and Jeffin over there, aren't you? Keezy?
Geez, I was effing and jeffing this morning. I'll talk about that in the show. God, the traffic today was fucking horrendous.
Okay, here's a question from James Southby on Instagram. If you're deathly hungover on a Saturday morning and you win the toss, do you bat or bowl
what?
first?
Go
Good
again.
question. If you're deathly hungover on a Saturday morning,
Oh.
do you bat or bowl first? And win the toss, do you bat or bowl first?
Bat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right,
And
you
you
get it
bat
out.
and you get out.
You get
Just
it
hope
over
that
and
your
done with.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in that scenario quite a number of times, actually, especially when I was playing club cricket. Been in that scenario too when I was umpiring. But I did it a couple of times and went fucking
Good
never
God.
again, never
Did it
again.
a couple of times and both times said never again.
Yeah, never. Standing in the blistering heat for 7 hours hungover is not a good idea.
I don't know what the attraction. What is the attraction with umpiring?
Well, if you love the game, like seriously, standing in the middle when I've got guys like Tuffy and Martin bowling at my end, it's quite a buzz.
But you didn't start with that.
Oh,
You had to get through some crap first.
oh yeah, but only for a season.
And also, you're like me in the sense that you're restless.
Yeah, but I was very good at concentrating. I enjoyed the challenge of having to concentrate.
Right.
And then you'd switch off it between balls and then concentrate and switch off. So
I'd switch off and then I'd forget to switch on again. That would be what would happen to me.
and my greatest thrill was umpiring the great man Lockie Ferguson. That was great. That was a great buzz.
Right.
With a howling Southerly behind him.
Right.
That was
When
fucking
did
awesome.
you umpire your last game? What year?
I can't remember.
Well, give us an idea. Jesus.
Well, fuck,
2013.
Maybe 2015.
There we go.
So at the same year as the World Cup. Was that 2015
Mm-hmm.
at Eden Park? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Maybe 2016, actually.
Maybe 2016.
Yeah,
Right. So the year after the World Cup.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
What?
3 years before the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if, it's not for the faint of heart umpiring, I'll tell you that much. And my
No.
ankles at the end of every day were rooted. And I literally couldn't walk the next day most days because
Right.
my ankles were so rooted.
Right.
Did you play cricket growing up?
No.
You didn't?
I did. And then... But I ran my best mate out.
Right.
And that was it. So he would talk all week about cricket and that we were playing cricket that weekend.
Yeah.
And he had all the gear. And then I immediately ran him out.
And then that was
And
it.
he
You were
was
done.
gutted, and I was like, oh, you know what, I can't do this. But that was compounded by the fact that it was so incredibly boring at that age.
Yeah.
The fielding is what put me off. Like, I love bowling, love having a bat, but I just could not stand fielding.
You see, I in many ways was the opposite. I loved fielding.
No.
And
Because the ball
especially-
never got to you.
Especially at first slap, but it's a philosophical state of mind that you
Yeah,
get
but
into.
not when you're 7.
Not
Not in 7, you're just bored. Philosophical state of mind.
even as a 7-year-old, I would get quite philosophical when I was
go
fielding.
on then. Hit me with the philosophies
and
that
I
you were
just
bouncing
ponder
around.
life.
Yeah, go on.
I'd ponder life and adults and the strangeness of the
sure.
world. And you got to remember too, in terms of the fielding, I was always the captain of the side, so I was always up to me to set the field, and I loved the tactics of that.
As a 7-year-old, the tactics.
Yes, I
There are
loved
no
it.
tactics when no one knows how to bat. When you just put your entire team on the leg side, yeah? Just because everybody is hooking and no one's playing through off.
As a 7-year-old, I actually created the in-out field.
Oh, the outfield.
Yeah. That actually came from me as a young fella.
Go on.
Is that where you bring everyone in from the outfield?
Well, it's very much like your T20 sort of setting now. You have 4 in close and then you have the rest on the boundary.
Right.
So you're not able to if you get them placed right, you can't hit a boundary and you struggle to get a single.
Right.
Yeah.
See, we had at my school,
I do wish I persisted with it, by the way. I wish
Right.
I'd gotten back into it when I was a teenager.
you would have
I can see you
lost
as
a lot of your life.
I
though.
love-
As a whippy medium pacer.
Sure.
At my school, right, it was mostly about rugby and touch rugby and not really cricket, but I had one friend who loved cricket. Every Saturday, especially once we were, year 13 and starting to have drinks and stuff, he would have to get up at Sparrow's Fart, leave wherever we all were, having a great time, about to go to the beach, and go and stand at the Domain for 8 hours. And he hated it, but he still did it. Why? I don't get it. There's no appeal at that age. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Not out.
I haven't thought about it like that before.
Was an appeal, though.
Yeah, no, I would literally go from first 11 cricket in the morning to club in the afternoon, and my entire Saturday was cricket.
Yeah.
And I used to get burnt to like a cinder,
Good. Yeah, man.
bright red at the end of every Saturday.
Yeah, I wish I had have, but yeah.
Ladies love it, though.
But still love it. Still love the game.
Speaking of which, you're going to speak to Devon Conway today.
Well, possibly, because we haven't heard back.
No, we have.
we have.
Hugs
Okay.
gave me the big thumbs
Oh,
up. Yeah.
big
yeah.
thumbs up.
So that's exciting.
Righto, we better give him a bell.
Your Horaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Twisties.
Lack at Twisties.
That's 3 words, Keezy. You know that.
Twisties. Or just lack. By the way,
Twisties.
send them all into Hodaki Big Show. And over the weekend there, along with your mobile number, we could be calling you on Monday with a big prize pack.
It's a massive pornamu you've got there, Keezy. You both are running.
Do you want me to take it off? Because you always ask me to take that off. What's that about?
You're both running big pornamus.
Mine's bigger, to be fair.
Yours is way bigger,
But I've
mate.
got more mana.
Yeah, that's true.
Mana Manogi.
Mana.
Mana Ogi.
Kia kaha.
Mana Stop.